Hey crafters, what happened? What's going on? Oh, here we are. Welcome to Free Play Friday. I'm Jen Evers from Quality Crafts. That was so weird, like things just got muddled up. Anyway, we are doing a pull tab die card today. I'm super stoked because it took me a while to figure this out and I actually did two of them. So we'll see how much time we have to play around with this and we'll try to get in all the fun stuff. Hey kitty. So basically what I'm going to try to do is recreate a card similar to this with the um, pull down little things. So it makes, I just got reminded of myself that I'm live, is this four little thing here. So it puts them all together. So a die cuts the whole thing together. Yes. I used this one. I also used this one. So if you want to put a sentiment behind it and have them pull down the whole thing, then you have more space to put things. And then of course it comes with a couple of extra dies. Hey Sharon Schaefer. A couple extra dies here. Like that's a little stitch square and that's like looks like almost like a stamp. That one sort of too. But you can do these to like put on the top. So like the little stitch square, you can see this one right here is the one that I put on the top of my little ones right here. And if you're wondering where I got these cute little like pull down, pull, push, blah, 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 that kind of thing. Here we go. I got it from a Made It stamp set. I know there are other companies that make it too, but this is the one that I used. It's called Action. So it's got like fold, flip down, inside, lift, look, open, out. Oh, I don't have my hat on today because somebody recommended that I maybe do part of it without my hat, which, you know, I'm happy to take the hat off from time to time. So we'll do, hey, Debbie Evans, Kathy Godwin. Hello, hello. You didn't miss anything. I just started. So anyway, that is what I use to make these little words. But what we're focusing on today is this really cool die. And I only have a few of them. So I hope that you guys make it to the sale tonight if you're a patron and tomorrow if you're not. I have all these backgrounds that we've done in the stenciling series that we've just recently finished. And so there's just tons of them. And that's where I got this background. And then what I did was I just pulled out fully rely on God spells frog. And so there's my little frog. And then there's a little something on the inside. I'm going to open this card up and see how they lined up. But I'm going to give you a trick on how to make sure you line them up. Because I didn't do that the first time, which is just fine. It's no big deal. But that part's going to go really fast, and then I think we'll have time to maybe decorate some cards together. So if you want to be thinking about which one of these card fronts you think would be really fun for a pull-down card, just going to have to kind of take a quick look-see and be like, yeah, that one. There's so many of them. But anyway, let me move those over. Here's a couple of cards that we've made in the last series with the stencils. We have some more stencils in. This one I think is really cool. I just love that. Excuse me, I still have a frog in my throat. So I'll try not to cough too much and make you crazy. So let's get started on this card. Like I said, this part will probably go pretty darn quick. I'm going to do, right here I cut off a little bit of the side. I'm going to do it just the whole card front because this is going to be a lot easier to understand. So this is exactly the same as my card front. Flip it over, pretend I've got a regular one. I'm going to make it the full size. Alrighty? So here's the actual card I'm going to use. Just going to fold this in half. So right now, what I've used, what you need to create this is one full sheet of cardstock. Cut in half and then one side cut in half again. So you'll end up with one sheet of 5.5 by 8.5. So you can fold that in half. And you'll end up with two pieces that are 4.25 by 5.5. And those are going to be your card fronts. I'm going to use my Gemini. So you may be stuck on love the sunburst. I'm watching you guys too. I always get thrown off when I watch the chat. It's something I probably shouldn't do all the time. Anyway, to make this easy to line up, we're going to take the two card fronts, all right, and we're going to put them together. And probably you're going to want to take a little bit of washi tape. We'll just grab a washi tape. Doesn't matter what color it is, because you just want to hold them together so they don't slide around. I'm going to put a piece on either side. I am feeling better in the fact that I think my energy level is a little bit higher than it has been. So like I said, I don't want to rip the paper, which is why I'm using washi, but I don't want them to slide around either. I want to put these on to hold them together. And then I want to decide where I want this to cut. Like, do you want yours on the top of your card? Do you want it on the bottom of your card like mine is at the bottom? Thanks, Jill. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up just by eye. You can measure it out if you want. I'm going to put this on where I want it to go. That looks pretty good. And I am going to washi tape this down too, because I don't want it to move. And I'm putting it on my hand and taking it off to get some of the oils, like, you know, from your hand on there so that it doesn't rip the paper when it comes back up. I just don't want this to move. So let's just do it right over that. Okay. I want mine to cut up so it cuts on this. So because my cut lines at this point are facing down, I'm going to turn this over. Hence why I tape this down, because once you flip this over, that thing's just going to fall all over the place. So that's why I did that. And then you just put it in your sandwich. And then we're going to slide it through. You ready, guys? Do I have, like, can I see all the comments being made? I think so. All right, here we go. I just walk around my desk and pull it off the other side. So, looks like that didn't quite go all the way through both layers. So if I flip it over to this side, you can see that it's there mostly. That part shouldn't go all the way totally through. That looks good enough. I'm going to take that off and show you what kind of cut we got. Now at this point, you could, like when I first did mine, I did the whole background first, then did this cut, and then added everything else. So if you feel confident, you know, that you can do this over the top of your cuts, then go ahead. But if you don't feel as confident, then go ahead and do your stamping and all your fun stuff first, and then cut this. So we should have two identical cards here, which is what we're shooting for. I did cut my hair off. I told somebody that I would take into consideration not wearing my hat for a little while so people could see my hairdo. I'm going to turn around real quick and show you that it's all been chopped off. Chopped off. It was really long. I should have brought my ponytails down here. I've got a couple of really long ponytails that I'm donating. They don't send it in for you anymore though, so if you want to donate to Locks of Love and things like that, you have to mail it in yourself. Look it up and mail it in. They don't do that for you anymore. So there, I got my things off. All right. So now when you look at them, you see that they're both punched through. Now here's the thing. You want one, I'm looking at which one, I like this one looks the nicest, so I'm going to keep that one, to put on your card. But you need one to figure out where in the world you're going to stamp the stuff behind it. Thank you guys. You know what else I realized after I got my hair cut is that I knew I had one big like wave somewhere in this monotony because it was all long, but it kind of waved. But I didn't realize quite how much curl I had if I just let it wet and then scrunched it up like this. So like all the curl you see, that's like all my natural hair curl just scrunched and dried. Pretty cool, right? It's so much easier to take care of. Not that long hair. Long hair is the easiest. It just was really boring. I got new glasses too, but I had to take them back in. Yeah, you got to mail it yourself. I don't think it's expensive. Thanks, Kathy Godwin. So you guys will see my new glasses. I wore them before, but they didn't get it in there right. So every time I wanted to read something up close, I'd have to do this like a grandma. It was driving me nuts. It needed to be raised up. Because I wear my glasses about right here. And they're like, well, don't you wear them up here? I'm like, no. Then the bottom is like in my eye. Really weird. Anyway. Oh my gosh, I think you should dye it black next style. That would be interesting. I've never had black hair before. Okay, let me get back to the card. This is the one that's going to go on top, right? And then you need one so that you can figure out where to put it. So you need to pull the tabs of the extra one. And I'm just going to bend them over at the end. It won't matter if you destroy the parts of the card when you fold it down on your real card, because it's just going to get thrown out anyway. Yeah, I don't straighten it. Go with the curl, man. All right, so here's the card that we're actually going to put this on, right? So this is literally going to get this part. It's going to get glued right on the top there. So like I'm saying, do your design and all that first, then do this to set it up. So you're going to match these up to the corners, right? And then as it's there, take a pencil. My pencil's not my pencil spot. Of course it's not. Why would it be? That would make sense, wouldn't it? Well, take a pencil that you can erase, but for right now I'm going to use this blue so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to go ahead and make an outline of each one of these so I know how much space and where I can stamp whatever it is that I want to stamp on here. I'm doing this directly down on the front of the card base because that's where we're going to line that one up. So now when I take this off of here, should be able to either punch or write something within here. And if you use a light pencil, which I had planned on doing, you can just erase it if it bothers you. Black probably would pale me out. I'd look goth, wouldn't I? Okay, so anyway, after you stamp these down and whatnot, add extra glue in these little parts. Because did you see the way when I ripped those down, we got a little bit, and this like kind of get a little bit flappy. Make sure you put extra glue on these three little skinny things to hold that down so that on your real card, when they pull, that shouldn't all come up, right? So then this piece, after you stamp or write whatever you want on here, this whole panel, line it up at the top, should line up with these ones that we punched. Does that make sense? Give me some hearts if that makes sense to you. Yeah, there's so much really cool stuff you can do with this set. It's just really fun. So that's the easiest way I've found to go ahead and get that done and make sure you're getting in the right spot. Same with if you were to do this one great big window. It's the same thing. It's just one big window instead of 4 little ones. So if you want to do a big, sentiment or write something in there, you could do that. Alrighty. So that's pretty much it. It's the same with this. Same idea. Cut 2, open one up, put it on your base. Now it gets tricky when you want to take some off the edges, like I did on this one. That gets trickier. If you can line it up, if you can cut that off, okay, do this and line it up and make a mark, you can try that, but you'd have to get through that. It's just mind-boggling. We're going to see how close I got on this because I eyeballed it without measuring and doing all this, which I think is like super, super easy. Take 2 card bases and cut them both. Open one up, put it on top of your card, put it on your card front, trace it all in, remove it, do your writing or your stamping, and then take the one you didn't release and glue that on top. Making sure to put glue on all these little ones right here. Not so much glue that, I am going to be having these dies in the sale. Yes, Jill wanted to know. Not so much that you're going to stick down the window though. Be careful because there's not a lot of space in here. You just want to make sure you get some of, some of your super tacky glue in there. I use Aleene's tacky glue, the regular one in the gold bottle in here with my little precision tip, and that's what I use. Alrighty, so because I knew that was going to be super quick, we'll probably just build a card. So maybe be thinking about which one of these you think that I should build the next card with. We'll take a vote. Somebody said, I can't remember what someone said, that they liked a certain one. Anyway, okay, let's go with either this one, I think this one might be fun. Reminds me of the Green Bay Packers. Not that I'm at all a sports fan, don't get me wrong, I'm not. Or this polka dotted one. Let's give you 4 to choose from, because these are all already made into cards. And then I'm going to open this up. So if you guys have been waiting for that. So this is brick wall, swirls, sunburst, or polka dots. And Penny will be the judge of who gets it. So, yeah, I'm going to show you guys how mine turned out. I'm actually going to pull the pull tabs because I want to see how close I got, which is going to ruin this card. But hey, I can make a million more cards, right? No big deal. I want to show you guys how this turned out. So, it's only going to happen once. Obviously, it won't be getting put back together. So if you want to see that, stick around because it's going to happen shortly. So I see people voting for all of them. I'm going to wait for Penny's. Yeah. It starts. Happy Friday! If you didn't know, it's called Free Play Friday. We usually free play and do something. I teach you something, or we show you something, or we do something fun. Typically something that's a little bit interactive. Usually a vote's involved. Hey, Sandy Marino, Barbara Eastock, Tracy Myers, Michelle Johnson, Marlene Flint. I probably missed some of you guys. I'm sorry. Thanks, Donna. So, Penny is going to decide who won the pick here, and then I'm going to reveal this card. Fully rely on God and see what it says underneath this and see how close I got without using this trick that I showed you today. Brick wall 1. Okay, so we'll be using this one. I'm going to move these guys out. We'll be using the brick wall for making the next one. So now if I'm going to do the whole panel this time on the brick wall, I already have one that's cut open. But that was measured exactly for this one. Now, if I want to do another one and not have to cut 2, then I would have to get another of this size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I would have to put it behind here and then line up my die. And don't do that. Just get out 2. It's just paper. Get out 2. Do the whole mess again. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the big reveal on this one. There's nothing on the inside. I just did the outside because I wanted to play around with this. I didn't use the tricks. I just eyeballed about where I thought they were, and I stamped behind them. Or I think actually I wrote them. So we're going to pull these down. It says don't, and if you look really closely, there's pencil mark in there. So I wasn't exactly dead on, but that's okay. And you see how much nicer these came down because this is doubled and this is glued. These, because they're loose, they had a harder time pulling down. I just want you to see that difference because when you get them on a card, it's easier. So don't what? This is so much fun. Don't worry. Look, this one ripped. That's okay. It came down. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry about anything. Fully rely on God. Don't worry about anything. Cute, right? You could do anything with this. You could put in, you know, happy birthday, here's $10, or you know, whatever you want to do. It would be super, super cute. And I really do, I played around with this one first. I didn't save what I made, but I played around with this as being a great big one that you open, and that was really fun too. So like I said, oh, so this one did rip. See, it came up. I must not have put enough glue on that. Make sure you glue these down well. I don't think I glued mine down. Maybe I missed them. Make sure you put glue on those little center things. So fun. All right. Let's go ahead and, since we already have this one made and this, we know this one's going to go on here, we could go ahead and glue that. We could stamp it on it and put something in there. I'm just thinking of something clever. Maybe I won't show you so we can do it again. It's a secret. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down because we don't really need this one. We'll redo another one. So one, make sure you glue on the sides and the bottom of them. Okay? Like that. Make sure you glue all your edges down well. Make sure you glue the top of those. Don't glue right on them though. And then take your wet glue. Oh darn it, I did it again. I pulled my little thing right out of there. I just push it right back in. It would be nice if I get my new glasses so I can see up close better than I do right now. I'm going to put my wet glue in there on those little bridges. Make sure that they stay down. And then I'm going to line this up. Like I said, I totally need new glasses, which is why I went in. And they mucked them up on me. We'll see how that works. I might have missed lining them up exactly perfect. Let's do purple. You are all dun dun dun. Now, I didn't take the time to cut out all these little squares to put on top, so we'll see how they rip without having that double layer. Ready? You all are. Works a lot better if you double it up, but you got to get these two things. Oh no! Did I put it on the wrong side? Did I do it totally wrong? Hold on a second. Oh, I did. I put it on the wrong side. That was silly. Hold on a second. I'm going to see if I can get this off of here. Oh, I hope I'm not the only one that makes that mistake. Oop, don't look, don't look. Don't look. Okay, here we go. You are all... Oh, here, I got to get it to come out. Koala. By the way, I made my little thing stick up too, and I doubled these, so that'll help. T. Some people would probably watch this and be like, that is just the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, why would I watch her? Crafts. What? And can anyone guess? You are all Quality Crafts community. I should have put part of. You are all part of the Quality Crafts community. All right, so we don't need to keep those, but let's go ahead and make a card in its full. And not goof it up this time, yeah? Yeah. All right, I gotta pull out this piece and cut another card base. Okay, so here's for our card base, and then the other half of the 8.5 by 11 sheet I'll cut in 4 1/4 in half. So we've got our 2 card fronts and card base. Let's go ahead and put that down. Hey, Linda! I'm so glad I can make you guys laugh. And isn't it awesome that it's Friday? Yes. I'm going to try to use that tape again. So we took 2 card fronts, taped them together so they don't move and jiggle, and then decide where we want to put our window. Let's do the big window this time. Maybe I want it up here. That looks good. Okay, and because the cutting is going down and I need the cut side to go up towards this, I'm going to flip it over. And it should be 2. And I'm going to put it through. Ready? No, I forgot already. Nobody reminded me. Nobody said anything to me. I'm so shocked. Like, hello, brain. I'm just going to take off this back piece because we're using this piece this time, right? So let me go ahead and put that in there. No problem. We can just replace it. No worries. Okay. I don't think that's going to hold so well right there. So let me go ahead and just do it like right there. Would that work? Make sure that our cut is going up. And then put the plate on top. There we go. I can't believe one of you guys didn't come on and be like, what are you doing? You probably shouted it at the camera, didn't you? Alrighty, the big reveal. All right. Take off these pieces carefully. Oh, just now I get an oops. It's all right, I fixed it. We're all good. Hi, Carla. Welcome. All right, gentle. Don't rip my paper. See, it ripped it anyways. Can you believe that? That's all right. This will be the back side. And I have used and reused this, and it's still ripping the paper. So be very, very careful what kind of tape you use. And even if you use washi, try to put it on your skin a little bit so it doesn't rip your paper. This is the front, so I don't want this part to tear. Kathy, you never seem to hear me. So, here we go. See that? We've got a cut on here and on here. This is the one we're going to use so that we know where we can stamp or write our sentiment. So we're going to open this one. Let's get rid of this so it's not in our way. this is our card base. This is the card front. And I think what I didn't do on the last one, line it up on the bottom instead of the top. Because then it won't matter where your top goes. It should line up with this. And then open that up and trace your little thing. I'm just going to use my pen. So you can do this in pencil so you can erase it later after you stamp or write, but before you put your card together. There's, see, it's on my card base. I can put whatever I want within that parameter, and that way when I put this down, it'll be behind this one. I do kind of, you know what, I could put a couple of these on top of there, like 3 of them. Maybe even 4. No, 3 I think would be plenty. Or you could trace this and cut a rectangle. I just think like doubling up the paper that's going to be pulled makes it so much easier to pull it open. But it's totally up to you. So we've got that on there. I may want to put something down there so that I know. Like a little, like on this one. This is what I'm talking about. Like this says pull down. So I may want to put something on there or stamp something that says pull down. And I've got this one, so we'll do pull down. Same concept as the other one. Pull down. I'm going to put these upside down like that so I can lay, you know, get them exactly how I want them, and then I'm going to push it onto the stamp block. It's usually a little bit easier if you do it that way. Where's all this black stuff coming from? Did I do that? Like I said, go ahead and put something over the top of this if you want. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp right on it. Oop, don't do it upside down. And I'm going to put it twice because there's plenty of room. Pull down. Baby wipe, please. Oh, I have my hat. It's just that some people wanted to see my haircut without the hat on it for a little while, so I thought I would do that in this video. I do have the hat. It's just sitting right just to my right. Alrighty. Now when we're putting this down, you can add all kinds of other stuff to this. Like I added the frog and the sentence and all that stuff. You do whatever you want. Before you glue this down, decide like, okay, what do I want to put in here? What am I going to put on there? Like maybe a little saying about a butterfly if I'm going to put butterflies on it or whatnot. And it's a brick wall, so I could have thought ahead and, you know, but I didn't know which one you'd pick. All that goodness. So let's see. I've got this one that has a butterfly. So let's go ahead and stick with this. Let's see what we can get. I think I can get both of these in here. Fluttering by with my best wishes. I have to do them separate. So the first thing I'm going to do is fluttering by, or fluttering. Okay, fluttering. Hey, Linda Carafa, thank you so much. And then by with my best wishes. And I'm going to make sure that gets into this other part. Nice. I like the way these stamp. They're really, really flappy, but they stamp nice. You missed me doing the hula. Ah, shucks. You'll have to rewatch. There we go. All right. All right, we got everything down right, it looks like. And we'll do some butterflies on there too to make it go with the... Yeah, butterflies. Who doesn't love a good butterfly on a brick wall? I'm going to make it like flying over that little pull down thing. Oh shoot. Should have used my stamping tool, but I didn't. I'm going to try it again. Hopefully I won't get a super double. Slightly double, but not bad. I still think it looks good. All right, and I like this one too. Do this one. Make sure I get the center this time. I wasn't paying attention last time. Oh, does that look cool? Oh my gosh, I really like this. I have these stamps too, by the way. I just wanted to use them. I couldn't wait. All right, let's make sure we keep all this stuff in one place so I don't lose it. And then this, that's the end, right? Put it down on there. That's our extra. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to get, you know what? I'm going to get that black ink all over everything. I know it. So let me just... Okay. Don't want to put it on there. So make sure that you get your sticky glue right next to, all around the edges of the pull part for sure, and the rest of the card. If you missed, go back and do it a little bit closer, just like I did. The better held down it is, the better it's gonna pull off. See some of that black came off. That's why I was putting that powder on there. So we went ahead and we now I don't want to say measured. We went by how it lined up at the bottom this time to make sure our windows go well together. So let's go ahead and line it from the bottom this time. We should be able to push the whole darn thing down. And then, do you see how when I put my little squares on here with the white over the top to make it double, I went ahead and did another punch here so that you could see through it. I didn't do that on here, so these have pull down. Oh, you know what? There's even an arrow on there too. You can do a pull down arrow. Let's do that one. All right, pull down. Let's go ahead and put it on each side. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Pull down here and pull down here. All right. So we got that all put together. That's the end. And then you just, pull it down from both sides. And we're just about exactly at the time we should be so that we can finish up and clock out for the patron pre-sale tonight. And then there will be the regular, everyone's invited to public sale tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's gonna be amazing because I have tons and tons of inventory that you've never seen. Make sure I put my stamps away because I don't want to lose those. That would be sad. Give me some hearts And some love across there in the comments. If you like when I use the stuff that's in my sales in my videos, if you want to see more of that, is that something that interests you guys? You like to see the stuff that we have being used? Thanks, Debbie Evans. Also, a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and you like the Friday free plays and you like the 1 in 10 by Jen on Wednesday. They're always at 5 p.m. That way it's easy for you to remember. Don't depend on YouTube, although you can click that bell icon so you never miss another video when I upload it. However, it doesn't always work. So my suggestion to you is to click the bell anyway. And also set a timer on your phone for 5 p.m. every Wednesday and Friday. And that way, or maybe 4:55, so you've got time to get your drink and your jammies on. I always craft in my jammies. Oh, thank you guys for all the hearts. Yay. So we did this one. We went and pulled to see what it said. We did the one that I threw away. You want to see that one? You gotta go rewind. Rewind. I put that one in bin 13 already. And then this one, which we didn't open. Let's take a vote before I go. Do you guys want me to pull this one open or should I give it to somebody? Do you even remember what it said? I don't. Oh yeah, fluttering. Fluttering by with my something something. Fluttering by with my best wishes. Awesome, Linda. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for the heart so that I know that you are really into all the things that we're doing and that you like this style of video. That's awesome. There was another question I was going to ask you while I was waiting. And now I asked it already. Don't open. Okay, we've got one open. We should give it to someone? Should I give it to one of you guys? Give it to somebody. Okay, I'm going to send it to the first person that guesses my number in the comments. A number between 1 and 10. Go. First person to type in the number that I'm thinking of between 1 and 10, I will send it to you. Linda Frederick. My number was 7. Linda Frederick was first with 7 on my end. It is your card, my dear. I just need your address, and I think we already have it, so we're good to go. So here's my little stamp that I always do on the backs. So if you're into joining us for 1 in 10 by Jen on Wednesdays, when I make your card, I always stamp this information on the back. And then I send it out. So Linda Frederick, this is going to go to you, sweetie. Let me grab a envelope. Yay, Linda! Woo, woo, woo. I'm going to go ahead and put your name on it right now so I don't forget. Linda Frederick. Congratulations, girl! So again, the next big sale is tomorrow morning from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I hope to see a lot of you fun people there. Go ahead and invite friends and have other people come with you. There's going to be tons and tons of stuff. We're not going to be able to get through it all, even though every time I want to, we just always run out of time. Always set your alarms for 5 p.m. for Wednesday and Fridays. And next Wednesday's going to be a twofer because I was just too out of it to do one on Wednesday night. So we're going to be a twofer next Wednesday. We're going to go to 2 on that night. All right. So I will see you guys tonight, tomorrow morning, and I can't wait to see you guys next video.